Hey y'all, Jason with Slapstick Builds here. I'm out at my farm property, our farmhouse property, and looks like we had a little tornado come through here. A little small one, but did some damage. I'll show you what happened here. We'll just walk, see what we see here. Nothing over here in the field, but my wife called me and the big tree, she said, blew down, and did some damage to, well, I just so happen to have a boat in this barn that we have. Appears like you can see how the grass is laying down in our ditch. Looks like it kind of whipped through here. There's a little trail, and from what I could see when I was pulling up, it skipped our gravel road, our entryway to our driveway, and looks like came through this ditch. You can see the grass is laying down completely. A little pocket there. Knocked all the grass down. And we have our big tree over our barn. Got knocked down. Fortunately, it didn't do any damage to our house or any other part of the property, just some tree limbs down. Took out this, what was a pretty substantial tree, down onto the barn. And oh yeah, laying here on the barn now. Don't know if it was what they call a EF0 or EF1, but fortunately did not wipe out the barn completely. Thank the Lord. It did not get my Wrangler in the barn here, and then somewhere inside of here, and part of the lean-to of the barn, underneath all that is our boat, and we're waiting to see. We just have a John boat, 16-foot John boat in there that could have taken damage, but I think quite obviously we won't know until we remove this big tree. And then I noticed this morning, this is kind of what led me to believe it was a tornado. Some people thought it was high winds, but high winds don't leave a perfectly little trail through the weeds. And you can see our pasture field here. And if you look right there, it just laid down the bushes, or the, sorry, grass, or field grass, just about perfectly. And that's the same back in there, has kind of a little trail. And so it looks like it crossed this road up here, came through the ditch, went through that ditch, came through this ditch where I'd previously shown that it flattened out, and then cut across our field right to that spot there. And I think just the side winds, the draft from the side winds was enough to push that tree over. So it's our first tornado on the farm for a while. Pretty interesting, but you can see when I walk up here, where it just flattened the grass out. completely flatten it out in the ditch. And if it was straight line winds, that would have been the entire ditch laid down. So just a little funnel spout or funnel. Luckily, it wasn't anything major. We just have some tree work to do, and that's, you know, part of living on a farm anyway. But some damage to the barn, we'll correct that and get it back to normal. We'll see you guys all later. Have a blessed day. Hopefully you're all safe out there in these storms. Peace out.